Yeah, happy Monday, everyone. It's blessed to see you guys. I'm just looking in the sun right now in this spot because everywhere, everywhere else there seems to be tons of mosquitoes that are ready to. But yeah, been wonderful week and just want to tune in with you guys. You can see butterfly friend is. Oh, amazing. And yeah, I wanted to check in with everybody and yeah, just noticing how my week has been. It's very much been about shifting rhythms and becoming more attuned to my rhythm. Um, wanting to always constantly show up and um, control how I show up as well. Has been a theme for me this week. Um, and wanting to get certain projects done, wanting to get certain work done, um, and almost like resisting um, parts of what is coming up in my reality. And I think the biggest thing that I've leaned into this week that I really heard shift for me was about attuning to our rhythms. And that's one of the biggest things that I think we're facing in the world right now as well. I think these devices we have are amazing to connect us as humans. Um, and I think a lot of the technology we have as well is incredible. It's awesome. Back in the day, we would have went to like an amphitheater somewhere and watched a play, but now we can watch those kind of plays right in the comfort of our living room. So technology has been something that's incredible. And there's also the other side of it too, where we can get caught up in our comforts and also disconnected from our actual rhythms. A lot of the reflections that I've had the last few nights has been before going to bed, realizing like how amazing it is that I have electricity to turn on the lamp to read my book, or that I have electricity to power up my device and see what's happening across the world. It's pretty amazing to be able to have that technology. Even the technology of a warm house. I could have been spending that time however many years ago gathering wood and making sure that the fire was keeping everybody warm. Um, so you know my biggest reflection this week has really been about how can I both honor the way forward that I'm going in life, that we are as a society, while simultaneously honoring, um, you know, my own rhythm as a human. Yes, we've got a lot of birds out here, and honestly, the sound that you're hearing is almost what I'm hearing all day. They certainly love it out here, being on the prairie. It's like a nice little halfway stop for them, and we got the bird feeder keeping them happy as well. So, but wow, yeah, there's a whole bunch of chickadees in there. And yes, one of the things when it comes back to rhythm, which is a whole part of the reason why I started this page, the rhythm of soul, was to become attuned to those deeper rhythms in our life, the rhythm of the Holy Spirit, rhythm of God speaking in our life, that first and foremost, you know. Um, when it comes to praying about things and wanting things to happen in our time, we have to surrender and become patient with God's timing, and part of that is learning the rhythm of the Spirit. But I've been learning that over these past few day, obviously, in my life, but these last few days, it's been really evident. And so, one of the things that I've been like learning is what are some of my crutches and comforts that might have actually been numbing some parts of my life. And some of those things are like the screen time, um, even caffeine, like reducing caffeine intake, reducing sugar intake as well. Um, oh, okay, Arnie here was just hunting that butterfly. So it's been a reduction in a lot of the things that have made me comfortable. So, one of the things for me this whole entire previous week has been about how can I decrease, you know, my desires, my fleshly desires to honor God and listen to that timing above my own timing. And a lot of that looks like giving up some of the comforts and appreciating my natural rhythm and honoring the body that I've been given as well. Waking up earlier in the morning. Um, and another thing as well is giving up nicotine as well. So I do think, based on a lot of the research behind nicotine, which I do think is beneficial, and you do find it naturally in things like potatoes and tomatoes as well. Um, but I have done the nicotine patches, also like the pouches before, even the nicotine gum, based on some of the research from doctors about how beneficial nicotine is. Um, but it can also be addictive, right? So what I wanted to do over these last 30 days is give my brain a reset. Um, and essentially, like some of the doctors, what they say around nicotine is that it is essentially mimicking acetylcholine, this receptor in our brain. And so for me, that nicotine was like providing me like a deep focus. And so anytime that I was like sitting down to do work, or was on a project, it would be kind of that trigger for me to like get into deep work. um, but without that, these last few days I've been recalibrating my rhythm, and learning more about my body as well. And again, just honoring God's timing above everything. So that's been my biggest reflection this week. um, Learning how to trust in God's timing above my own. And I think one of the ways that that showed up for me too is actually in my vehicle, which I've been repairing lately, myself, changing different things in it, like my spark plug and my few different parts. But my vehicle has been kind of running the same way, and it's been recalibrating. So I have been learning how to do that as well, and tend to my vehicle as well. So yeah, big reflection for this week is like, how can you tune in to the Holy Spirit, to God's rhythm in your life? Are you, you know, grasping onto how you want your rhythm to look, to be? And look at this here. And that was one thing that I've noticed as well, is the more that I can relax and calibrate to my more natural rhythm, uh, the more the world around me responds to it. So this morning I was actually doing qigong, and um, I noticed, you know, this beauty right here in the morning, being like, "What are you doing?" Hey, sweetie, say hi to everybody on Substack. Beautiful animals out here. anyways, you guys, I just wanted to hop on here quick because I know that I missed last week on a live showing up here, and I'm trying to stay consistent with it, while simultaneously, noticing those different rhythms. But I appreciate everyone tuning in. I still am looking at creating a herbal series this summer. I'm just finding the capacity for it right now. So, but I would love to create a herbal series, especially for anyone that has subscribed. Which I think it's $7 a month. I changed the subscription to, which is, essentially like buying an elixir, or a cup of coffee. So if you're interested in the herbal series, definitely make sure that you're subscribed, and I would love to share with you guys some different herbal things that will be happening this summer. Some wonderful knowledge, and different recipes as well, for going from that sense of like overwhelm when it comes to herbalism, learning about the herbs, and transforming that into feeling a little bit more confident when you're opening up your cupboard, or even when you're out walking, and being able to identify different plants, or be attuned to what your body might need. So anyways, I have to get to some chores around here, you guys, but thank you everyone for tuning in, and all the blessings to you guys this week. You know, tune into that rhythm, find out what that rhythm is for you in your life, and spend that time in prayer, just asking for it. The more that I've asked in prayer, the more that it's been revealed to me of what I need to let go of, and what I can cultivate more of in my life. And it happens naturally through that prayer. So, been asking more lately, how does my life glorify Jesus? And, if I was a vessel for Jesus's love, like, how would I actually feel about the way that my life is right now? Would I be honoring that? So, that's going to be a big focus for me this week. But big love to everybody here, and have a wonderful week, you guys. Glad that y'all could hop on here, and look forward to hearing from everybody about how your week was. So, and yes, herbal series to come, and also some breath work as well. A nice daily practice I'll be able to post with a little bit higher quality as well, because I know on my lives here that I am just streaming from my cell phone, which doesn't have the best service right now. So we're gonna get some solid internet out here, but it's been a blessing to have you guys along for now. So, and Arnie also says goodbye and good night to y'all. So all the blessings to you. See you guys.